booster break. I'm going to take a quick booster break. Show me what you got. Come on. Let's go, Ricky Kelly. What's up, my brother?
You're not my brother.
Okay, show me what you got, brother.
Let's see your paperwork.
I said, show me what you got. Don't talk to me.
No, don't do that.
I have to point this out. Y'all see how angry he got once that man said, oh, salute, Mars the Martian. Salute. I wasn't looking at my chat. Salute. Yes, very disingenuous. Yes. Perfect. He was becoming unhinged. Exactly. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? And I mean, this brother came on matching Toronto's energy. Toronto was saying, yo, I want the smoke. I want this. I want that. You know what I'm saying? So the brother came on like, all right, you're not my brother, especially if I'm hearing that you beating the brakes out of 3 women. You know what I'm saying? You beating the brakes out of these 3 women. And he was like, you show your paperwork. Ricky Kelly was smart in what he was doing. Toronto and his minions in the chat try to make this brother look like he was silly. But this brother was smart. He was like, I'll show my face, but I don't have to show the paperwork. Let's see the paperwork that you have, because we know you got the paperwork. We seen you go and get the paperwork. We even seen you do a video with the paperwork, but you never showed them the paperwork. What are you hiding, Toronto? What are you hiding? Are you hiding the fact that, yes, those documents are legit, and you are just like, fuck, this is real, and now I have to find a way to do damage control and spin the narrative? That's what he's doing. This brother, Ricky Kelly, was smart. And what did Toronto do? He wasn't acting like a grand sheik. Granted, I'm not part of the Morris Science Temple of America, but I know that you have to hold yourself a certain way to be a grand sheik, and he's not acting like it. You know what I mean? He's not acting like it at all. You know what I'm saying? Any other grand sheik would look at him and be like, this man is a clown. He's no grand sheik by calling this brother, what do you call him, a hog eater or something like that? All that man wanted to know was, yo, are these things going out there? All these allegations, or are these charges that we're seeing for real? Because you're saying it's not. You calling them liars. And what's up? And he's been very disingenuous this past, 2-3 weeks? Very disingenuous. You know what I mean? There it is. That's because he ain't a grand sheik. There it is.
Let's not do that.
Is you going to show me what you got? Yes or no?
I'm about to ask you to show your paperwork for beating 3 women, half you to death.
Show me what you got, or I'm going to kick you out. You got it?
See, that's not fair.
Get out of here. Next, show me what you got. Show me what you got. You want to get up here and talk. You want to be famous. You ain't getting famous up here. Show me what you got.
This is why I tell people, yo, even if he does invite you to his platform, don't go up there. Look at the treatment he gave that man. That man was very bright. He was like, yo, I don't have to show the paperwork. You got it. Show us what you got. Show us that everything that these people were saying about you is incorrect. Everything that the Research Ninja, DSP, and Jay Dizzle were saying was incorrect. Was what Sa Neter was saying incorrect. Tojo still has yet to prove that, 1, we can't read, 2, the documents are fake, and 3, that he's going to press on with his litigation bullshit. Okay? Once he becomes obsessed with somebody, once he becomes locked in with somebody, shout out to It's All Good, man. Appreciate the support and all that. All that. Oh, shit. Ricky Kelly. Salute, brother. Salute. Yo, salute to Ricky Kelly. I didn't even know he was in there. Salute to Ricky Kelly. Holy shit. That's the brother that they were trying to disrespect. And the chat was involved too. Salute to Ricky Kelly, man. That man could say what he got to say, because it was disgusting, the display that took place on his channel. Ricky Kelly, how you doing, brother?
Good morning, brothers.
How are you, man? Truly appreciate you pulling up. I just
No, I
want you to
appreciate
say
you.
what
I
I
appreciate
just
you
want you
using
to
your
say.
platform
Oh,
to step on this nigga neck. Because see, what he's done and where it all started for me was like I guess a year ago when he first started on the JMJ Grandmaster J thing. You know, I was like, you calling this brother Asian, but you know, you done been to prison. You know what? You know, you need paperwork to back that up. You can't just make up these wild accusations about people and aspersions about people and not have the paperwork to prove it, right? So that's where it started. So I was on the show and we having this talk, and then it went left. You know, I told him I crack his jaw. So, you know, for a year, you know, he blocked me and whatnot. So I'm watching it, and I just where I feel he's dangerous is the a lot of people didn't like the NFAC, but the black militia movement is needed in our community because when we have a situation where you know we need to show up and show out, we need people with guns just like they do. You know,
right.
it doesn't mean go shoot shit up. It just means to show them that we can bring the pain too if shit gets, you know, if it's necessary.
Absolutely.
So I think he single-handedly, by bringing on clout chasing people in that organization that wanted attention, you know, and wanted to be, you know, we have a situation in our community where we got too many chiefs and not enough Indians. You know, somebody's got to be a leader. Grandmaster Jay wasn't a perfect dude by any estimation, but he was able to coalesce and bring people together for this movement. Right. So I was like, yo, respect this gangster. We need this in our community. But what he would do, he would bring the little backbiters in there and they would start talking about relationships and who they fucking and all that. What's that got to do with protecting our people? Who they sleeping with? You know what I'm saying? And then he would bring in their girlfriends and their wives and just ex-girlfriends and, you know, that type of thing. He just caused so much dissension in the black militia community that I felt like this guy's a danger to us. You know, he's not a leader at all. And then now let's get on to his cowardness of putting his hands on women. You know, in my estimation, a man like that, you know, he said it was 20 years ago. Listen, bro, I don't care. That's on you. You do that. That's who you are. And it wasn't 20 years ago. You've done this in the last 5 or 10 years. You know, who are you? And if you want the definition of an agent, he is that.
Yes.
he was sent to our community. He probably put it on him in prison. And how do you get away with 14, you know, brutal assaults on females and don't do no serious time behind it? Because he might have the government. I don't like to make those type of, you know, oh, you're an agent, you type of thing. But he's very agenty. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a lot of agent stuff.
Right.
You know, by dividing our community. And what he does is he brings people on his show. Like he had people on his team, this dude named oh God, from California, King T, and another dude, All the Smoke. Then was his boys. They was riding for him like that bag, or excuse me, that what's the dude, Sean, and the guy that don't show his face, Kryptonomics. Now he want to talk about people showing their face. His main man never comes on his platform and shows his face. But all he does is throw money at him and give him information. You know, that's the government. You know, in my estimation.
Exactly.
But my problem is, I think when he comes out into this world, when he sticks that head out with that band that people bought him, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get touched. He just like Tommy Sotomayor got slapped in Brooklyn, or he gonna get slapped. He gonna get it because he done different things. Because I wrote a film for my wife called Chitlins. That's where that came from. He knows who I am. He's seen my material. You know what I'm saying? He know he not dealing with some clown in this. But see, I don't want to like, oh yeah, I'm all this and I'm all that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular dude that cares about our people. You know what I'm saying? I do things for our people. That guy is a problem. And we as a collective have to shut him down.
Yes.
You know? And that's just about any of them disrespecting me. So it's on. When he comes out, he's gonna pop his head up, but he's not gonna pop his head up.
I was gonna say, I don't think he'll come out, man.
Yeah. Every time something comes up that's involving black people, yeah, I'll be there, be in the news, man. Then something happens. I got a family. I'm going on vacation. He's a coward. Just like he hid in his basement when that sister drove cross country with her team to holler at him.
Shout out to Crystal Muhammad.
I wonder what his wife was thinking as they hiding in the basement. Like, if you come to first of all, I'm not going to ask nobody to pull up to my house.
No.
That's the way it violated. You know what I'm saying? And then when they did pull up, oh, this ain't a pull up. Y'all pulling up with phones. What the phone got to do with it? They pulled up with them hands to give you if you'd have came outside and took him like a man. But he won't do that. He is the biggest coward there is. And one day we gonna cross paths. You know what I'm saying? And when I do see him, it's on sight. And I hate to talk like that. I'm too old, too grown, too educated to be trying to out here fighting in the streets. But I'm a fighter. That's where I come from. That's my pedigree. You know what I'm saying? And he violated, so he gonna have to get these hands. And not just for me, but everybody that he's disrespected, he gonna have to show and prove. And I'm not hard to find. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Bull City. You know what I'm saying? Come see me. If you're watching this, come see me, dog.
Oh, he's watching. He's watching.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Because you ashamed. And that beating on women, that's so bad. Yo.
Yeah.
The women on his panel that support this dude.
Talk about
they crazy too. They like what's that syndrome when somebody done beat you? Not Munchausen.
Stockholm.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. It's like, dog, he's been proven to be a alcoholic. Okay, he robs our community. He's done nothing for. I've done more for Baltimore than he has, and I'm down south. And I'm gonna tell you how that happened. So look up this. I had a video on when the riots came. What was the guy, the kid that the police threw in the back of the van in Baltimore and killed him. You know, they stopped the van and broke his neck and all that. And people started rioting in the city of Baltimore a few years ago. Well, I recorded a video where Fox News was trying to interview one of the black city councilmen. And he was telling them, like, look, they was worried about the store. You know, it was a riot. They was like, they breaking into liquor stores. And he was like, you worried about the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? We have disenfranchisement in this community. We have lack of jobs, lack of education, lack of opportunity, but you worried about that liquor store, you know? So I put that on video and it went viral, you know, like 6 million views. So that brought attention to the Freddie Gray situation in Baltimore.
Right.
And that brought attention to Baltimore. I mean, it was already on the news, but I'm just saying, I've done more for Baltimore with a video that went viral than he's ever done. What has he ever done for Baltimore besides take and rob and steal and beat and cheat? What has he done? He has no. Oh my God! I'm sorry. I'm sounding like a real hater. I really am.
I mean, look. To me, you're not sounding like a hater. You're just hitting a lot of key points that we've pointed out. You know what I'm saying? It's just refreshing to hear someone else say the same thing, and I'm like, all right, it's not falling on deaf ears. And a lot of people have seen what we've seen. You know what I'm saying? It's just they don't have a platform to come on and express it. So I truly appreciate you coming on and saying it. Don't feel like you sound like a hater, bro.
Well, I appreciate what you're doing because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I have a platform, but it's in another way, and I don't choose to, you know what I'm saying, get on YouTube to do YouTube. I said, I do movies, you know.
Right.
And, that's my real name. This is a real dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hide behind no emojis, no nothing.
Right.
That man, if I don't see him as a man, look, my sister was brutalized by her boyfriend, but I was young. My parents died when I was 14, right?
Okay.
So I watched my sister before my parents died, but around that time, I was a kid. I didn't have the fight in me that I got now. You know what I'm saying? So I watched my sister. She got shot by her husband. He got beat her because, you know, it was just crazy, right? So I don't respect men, cowards. And the reason why he shot her is because he couldn't beat her hand up. You know what I'm saying? He come in and started tripping, and she put them hands on him, and she got the best of one night, and he put a bullet in her. You know what I'm saying? But this is deep for me. You know, I don't have no respect for no man. I'm a family man. I got a wife. I got a beautiful 16-year-old daughter. I work in my community. I try to do movies that are positive to give Black people information about Black people. And my film is Black Beach, White Beach, by the way. You can see it on Amazon Prime, BT Plus, Amazon, Xbox, YouTube, iTunes. It's everywhere. Just put it.
Peace to the family. Peace to the family. I know. I'm usually on Saturday mornings, not Sunday morning. I apologize. I should have brought this to you sooner. But of course, shout out to Jay Dizzle and the Research Ninja. They covered it. They covered it well. I really wish I was able to get up there when they were live, but I had things to do, unfortunately, and I couldn't talk about it. But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. When I saw this paperwork and started reading it, I ain't gonna hold you. I got triggered, so I stopped as soon as I felt like anger boiling. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, now we're about to pull up these documents. Shout out to the people that gave us these documents and redacted everything so I don't have to worry about getting flagged. So we can actually like go through these documents, y'all. I went light with the title because I didn't want any distractions. Just in case if y'all wondering, like, yo, why didn't he put the name in the title or nothing like that? I don't want to be distracted while I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty serious. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold up, let me see if y'all can see that. Yes, thank God this is redacted, man. All right. Is there a way for me to zoom? Yeah, baby. All right. What you see highlighted here is the accounts, what took place. And I don't know if I'm even ready to read this shit, yo. I don't know if I'm even ready to read this shit, yo. There's no way for me to doctor these documents. As you can see, this was handwritten. That is definitely not my handwriting. My handwriting is trash. My handwriting looks nothing like that. As my pops would say, your handwriting looks like chicken scratch. My shit does not look that immaculate. So, this is not my handwriting. This is not anyone else's handwriting that I know. So, this is not doctored. And I'm gonna show you that, hey, I can read, right? Oh wait, let me get the trigger warning shit up here. Hold on, y'all. I need to get this trigger warning shit up here. Fuck that. I don't want people coming. Hey man, you didn't tell us this was trick. The shit I'm about to read. Shit. Here we go. Trigger warning. Bang. Yeah, y'all can see that. Oh yeah, y'all can see that clear. Okay, beautiful. All right. District Court of Maryland. I guess that's Anne Arundel County, right? Located in Annapolis, Janelle in Toronto. Addresses have been redacted for privacy reasons, you know, responsible media guy, responsible media personality. I want relief for myself and minor child. The respondent committed the following acts of abuse against Keenan. Everything else blotted out for privacy reasons. October 31st, 2014. So this was about 7 years ago. It'll be 8 in October. 8 in November, we'll say. Okay. Yeah, because I read this shit. This was like this first part was triggering. First and foremost, shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to everyone that's watching. Um, I'm not going to be able to look at the chat like that, but you could always converse amongst yourselves. Please be nice. That's all I can say. Feel free to pop in, say hello, or you can stay in the bushes, do what you do. Truly appreciate you. But like I said, I'm about to read this. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. I appreciate the people that sent me these documents because it was completely responsible of them for the the redacting had to go down because I did not want to get flagged for this and I wanted to go through this document. because this right here is some crazy ass shit. This is crazy. All right, I'm gonna take that down. On October 31st, 2014, my son and I were on the telephone, and he was upset because there was a change to him coming to my house for the weekend. He calmed down and asked to speak to his sister, who I passed the phone to. While she was talking to him, I could hear yelling, and I asked her if it was Keenan, and she said no, it was Tito, his dad's nickname. I told her to give me the phone, and I could hear his dad yelling at him about being late for an appointment. Two, if the victim is a child or vulnerable, fill in the following: child, a vulnerable adult, forgive me. At this time, victim can be found, okay, somewhere in Annapolis, Maryland, and I am relative. Child in common, child, okay. Mother, child. For those of you who don't know, this exchange continued for about a minute. And I hear Keenan yell, "I don't care anymore. You're not listening to me." At this point, the phone sounds like it dropped, and I can hear Toronto saying, "You," about to get explicit, "you fucking punk. You think you're hard. Shut the fuck up." But I don't hear Keenan. I'm yelling in the phone, and I hear Toronto say, "You fucking faggot. Sit the fuck down." And then the phone hung up. I call back, and the phone is answered, and then I hear Toronto say, "Give me my fucking phone," and hang up. I continue to call the house and cell phone and get an answer about 5 minutes later, and I yell, "Why did you beat him like that?" Toronto says, "I just grabbed him." After going back and forth, he tells me that Keenan ran out of the house and cut his GPS bracelet off. Wow. This occurred at about 3:30 p.m. Wait, at about 3:30 p.m. At 9:30 p.m., Keenan comes into the house in tears and just grabs me and says, "I can't take him hitting me anymore. Don't make me go back there." I calm him down and ask him what happened. And he said that while he was on the phone with my daughter, him and his dad were fussing and he yelled. He stated that his dad dragged him from the bed onto the floor and placed his knee on his throat. He said that what the fuck? Like, I get disciplining your child, but that's like overboard. That's a bit overboard. Like I said, I get disciplining your child. You know what I'm saying? But like, knee on the throat? Is that what it says? I don't want to misquote that shit. I just had to stop for a minute because I got like triggered real quick. And I want to get through this without, you know what I mean, getting too emotional and start flipping and cursing out like that. I just want to get through this shit. You know what I mean? But I just got triggered there, so I wanted to slow down a bit. You know what I mean? Because I was like, wait a minute. He did what? Yeah, his knee into his throat. I did read that correctly, yo. His knee into his throat. He said that he began trying to push his dad off of him because he couldn't breathe, of course, and felt like he was about to pass out, of course. He says that he was able to say, "You're hurting me. I can't breathe." And his dad shoved his knee really hard in his chest and got up. Okay. Keenan said this is when he ran from the house. Yep, makes sense. And had used scissors in his room to cut the monitor off of his ankle and placed it in a shoe because he didn't want to be found and returned to his dad's. He ran to a friend's house who gave him money to catch the bus to my house. I am extremely concerned about my son's mental well being. There have been issues in the past about his dad's method of discipline. Issues in the past, huh? And what he calls discipline, and Keenan. Let me read that again. There have been issues in the past about his dad's method of discipline, or what he calls discipline, and Keenan said before that if it happened again, he would run away. There have been cases of domestic violence with me and his dad in the past. While talking to him yesterday and this morning, he has been very angry and derogatory, and I don't want him contacting me or my son. We have an older child in common as well. You can see handwritten domestic violence issues, punching, choking, slamming over a period between 2012 and 2013. Shit's fucking disgusting, people. Forgive me if I'm like uh, a bit quiet about it because, like I said, I'm trying to get through this whole shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get through this whole shit, and I'm trying to do it responsibly. I'm not trying to sit here and drag anybody yet. None of that. I'll save that for the end. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that yet. I want to get through these documents because this behavior is sort of disgusting, and you still see him display that, but not physically, just like verbally and his mental manipulation tactics with his own subscribers, his own supporters is kind of sick. It's very sick. For them to think that he is a moral compass in any way, shape, or form, and seeing these things about him and not questioning anything. Like I would understand if this man had done his time and like reformed in it. This man did not do an iota of time for his past transgressions. Why is that? Why is that? I understand if he paid his debt to society and all that. I would understand. He did but he never did an ounce of time. I thought he did 4 years. He didn't do 4 years. I thought he did a few months, but nope, he didn't. Shit is wild, man. All right, let's get back into the documents. I gotta slow down with it, man, because if I keep going, I'm gonna start flipping and cursing and all that, man. What's this here? I want the court to order the respondent not to abuse or threaten to abuse Janelle Keenan, not to attempt to contact, harass Janelle Keenan, not to go to the residence address, not to go to school, and not to go to the workplace. And Center for Mental Health. Okay. Oh, had to get that up out of there because you couldn't see that. Can't keep that up there. To go to counseling, domestic violence, SSDI for Keenan. He gets a check for Keenan. Well, at least in 2014. Amount unknown. Okay. Once again, shout out to the people that forwarded these documents, got them redacted because I can't get flagged for this. You know what I mean? Protective order addendum. I said that right. Yeah, protective order addendum. I can read. Yes, I can read, y'all. November 1st, 2014. Mm-mm-mm. Janelle, Toronto. Petition dismissed. No parts of. I don't know what that says. So what's this here? District Court of Maryland. Interim protective order. See, look, this is another thing that I want people to start observing about these documents. These are not fake. These are not anything like we can create. You can actually look these case numbers up yourself. This is public documentation. This is a man that likes to sit there and judge everyone. Everyone. And you look into his past, you almost sit there and be like, yo, who does he think he is? How can you do that to your son? Like I said before, I understand disciplining. Because trust me, I've been disciplined. Trust me, by both parents. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I was a good kid. You know what I'm saying? The fuck. But I did get disciplined. Granted, they didn't go there. They didn't have to put their knees into my chest. They didn't have to put their knee into my throat because they couldn't communicate. My parents knew how to communicate. They knew how to beat my ass mentally. They knew how to beat my ass physically. But they were very good at beating my ass mentally because communication is key. That's the problem with Toronto. He can't communicate. He has to put his hands. Like out of all people, you should be able to create. You should be able to communicate with your loved ones. You should be able to come across with. If you can't communicate with your loved ones, then you got to do what you got to do to get away from that. Because if you can't get across to them, then there's a problem. And this is his child. He has no qualms of doing that to his child. Putting his knee on his throat, then using his chest to get up. Like, bro, you could have cracked his chest. You could have crushed his throat because you were mad because you couldn't express to him how you felt at that given moment. You had to get physical as if he was some sort of animal. That's savagery. He's always calling people savages and shit like that. That's savagery. That is savagery, yo. Just trying to see if there's anything else, any more accounts. I think we read them all. Custody of Keenan is awarded to Janelle based on reasonable grounds to believe responded committed abuse of a child. So these were like proceedings towards a protective order and all that. Yeah, man, that's about it, yo. This shit's fucking disgusting. This is fucking disgusting, yo. And I'm still trying to figure out how people. I'm not gonna say people. How some folks can still go to that man's platform for entertainment reasons. What are you entertained about over there? There's nothing entertaining over there. There's nothing entertaining over there. Granted, yes, he'll say it's old, it's 8 years ago, 7 to 8 years ago. They're just bringing up old stuff. But I'm just trying to show y'all there is a not just a track record, but also you know what? There's a consistency in behavior and there's a track record for it. If that makes sense. Because one thing people can do, people can lie, people can make up a story, people can create a character. But once you start seeing a certain behavioral pattern and there's like documented track records of it, there's a problem. You should not be out here judging anybody, bro. You should not be out here trying to pose as something that you're not. You told the people that you're not going to do any more exposing videos. Once you saw nobody wanted to hear you talking about growing food, now you're going to go back and try and pick on some mores? Come on, bro. The people still want to know why that why is there. That's what the people want to know, bro. Why is that why on that document? Hold on, man. You playing with me. Hold on. Why is that why on that document, bro? And we can't forget your agent like behavior, man. Like people have a tendency to forget that part, but people still want to know why is there a Y next to sex offender, bro? What's going on? What happened? Did they really make that document up? Are you going to show us the paperwork that you got so we can see that they made it up? Can you show us where they read it wrong? He still has yet to show that. He still has yet to show that, people. And yet you still have his supporters there playing in your face, talking all types of shit in the chat. And some of them are starting to become iffy about him. You're still going to have those people there that are, going to be with him no matter what. But some of them are becoming like, all right, wait, this dude's becoming a little suspect now. You know what I'm saying? But just look at this shit. Look at this shit. And the thing that kind of bothered me with the mom, I'm not gonna sit here and drag her. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be the guy that does that. But I'll say this: if you've seen this behavior in the past, if you've seen this psycho put his hands, one, on you, two, on the child like this before, you should have nipped this in the bud a long time ago. A long time ago, sis. I'll say that. I'm not gonna drag you. I'm not gonna call you out your name. I'm not gonna do none of that. But you brought up in this report right here that he has a past of doing this. And we've seen another document where you said yourself he's put hands and feet on you. After he did it to you, you should have known, hey, I can't keep no child around this man, especially not my child. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Let's go here. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, people. Truly appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure to hit that like button. And if you're brand new, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, then select all to get every single notification. But I want to bring up this document right here. The document that people, one, want to know about, two, not just know about, is it really real? Is it fake? Did we doctor it up? No, it's not fake. Like, we can't make no fucking documents like this. And plus, if we did, you know what type of trouble we'll be in? And I'd be a fucking idiot to be showing it on fucking YouTube and Twitter. I'd be a fucking moron to do that. But this is not fake. This is public documentation, y'all. This is public documentation, y'all. All right? Hold on. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Hold on. I don't think y'all see that. Y'all can see that? This is what the people want to know about, Toronto, on your platform, bro. They don't want to hear about Ukraine and Russia because they're not paying nobody talking about that. They're not paying anybody. So you are not getting bread for that. You are not getting bread about you for Ukraine and Russia right now. So you're not doing that. No one wants to hear you talking about growing food. I seen you passing flyers for Unity Hall. I peeped that. I see you trying to do some work for Unity Hall. How did the Friday situation show out? I don't know. I'm not sure. You gotta let me know how that worked out. How did passing out flyers work out for you? Just let me know, brother. That's all I'm asking. You know, I'm not too familiar with your Friday night dealings at the Unity Hall. You know, did you pay Bobby yet? These are the things that people want to know. Did you pay Bobby yet? Did people actually donate to help Bobby? Or were you just sitting there capping the entire time? Using Bobby for free labor. Did you have Bobby out there passing out flyers, bro? Nah. Nah, that's different. That's different. I would play his video, but I didn't make an edit of that myself, so I'm not gonna play it because I know he's probably got an itchy trigger finger right now to flag the channel. He's hoping that I show his name. But we know what document this is, y'all. We've shown it umpteen times. The version I got isn't redacted, so I can't show his name because it'll show his entire name. It'll show his address, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. I just want to get this information out here. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to go through that other document. But I just wanted to show the why. What is the why that I was speaking of? And that's the why I'm speaking of. The whole why next to the sex offender. What is this here, sir? What is that? Why is there a why there? Hmm. He's not lifetime. Or we don't know. We don't know. Maybe he hasn't been keeping up with it. We don't know. But just to hear that, because if you guys remember, Dag, you would have to go back probably like a month or two. Shout out to the research ninja. We discussed how we found a protective order, which is what we're looking at right now, against his son. And we didn't know what happened. And now we know what happened. Now we know what happened. This man OD. I hate to sound insensitive, but he George Floyd his own son almost. It's fucking disgusting. His own child. He has the audacity to be sitting out here talking about somebody, man. He has the fucking audacity, yo. Don't point your fingers at nobody. Don't try to bring up nobody's past, because if you want to do that, people can do that about you now. They can just hop on YouTube, type in hashtag Moorish World TV, and they'll get everything about you, bro. So leave people the fuck alone. Make some real content. Leave people the fuck alone, man. There's too much coming out about you at this given point, man. Way too much. And the more you talk, the more is going to come out. That's just the way karma works. The more energy you give that karma is going to come right back to you. And you're going to fucking hate it when people find out why the Y is there next to registered / lifetime sex offender. And you're going to be fucking sick. So if I can give you any advice, stop putting that energy into the universe, bro. Stop it. It's going to come back to you tenfold. Way too much is coming out about you right now. Way too much is coming out about you now. And from what I understand, I think the relationship between you and this sister Janelle has been reconciled. From what I understand, I'm not sure. I don't know. This is from what I'm hearing. But it's still disgusting, bro. Stop fucking with people just because you want to get $1 or $2 on YouTube, because you want to look a certain way on YouTube. Stop it. Stop it, brother. Like, people done seen you by followers, subscribers, viewers. They seen you look like a whole agent. You are messy right now, bro. Extremely messy. You gotta chill, bro. To me, like I said, your best bet in getting all this shit to cease is stop putting that energy. Now, this is the scary part, because I can sit here and give you this advice and be like, hey, just stop doing that type of content. Stop putting that energy out there. But what other type of content can you do? What other type of content can you do? You have to be attacking somebody. At first I was shocked. Yo, why didn't he cover Nature Boy or anything like that? Because him and Nature Boy probably have no reason to cross paths. But don't you think, as greedy as Toronto is, he would definitely jumped on the Nature Boy train to get 200 subscribers a week, 100 subscribers a week. He was fucking buying those subscribers. That's what the fuck he was doing. He was buying those subscribers. Just in case you just pulled in. Just in case you pulled up for the first time now, what you see here is an account from Tojo the Bozo's baby mom, who goes by the name of Janelle. Um, and she was talking about what took place between Tojo the Bozo and his son, Keenan, while she was on the phone. And it got to the point where the son took off his monitor for GPS. I believe he must have been on house arrest or something, and left it in his shoe so he can bounce and go to the mom's house, because I guess he was afraid for his life. If you're just pulling up here, I read the account where he said that his knee, well, yeah, his knee was on his throat. He pulled him off his bed. His knee was on his throat, and then when he told him he couldn't breathe, he used his chest to get up, and the pressure, he applied pressure to the boy's chest with his knee, which can be very damaging. You know what I mean? So he grabbed some scissors, cut the monitor off, placed it in the shoe because he didn't want to be found, and brought back to his dad's house, because I believe that must have been his. I guess dad had. I guess Tojo the Bozo had most of the had majority of the custody. You know what I mean? And I mean, this kid had to be scared shitless. Scared shitless, yo. Boy had to be what, like 15? 15? Because I believe he was born in 99. This happened in 2014. So he had to be like 15 when this happened. Tojo out here trying to fuck with cultural fucking organizations and shit. For what? You trying to give advice to people on how to raise their children. For what, motherfucker? For what? Why would I listen to you? Why the fuck would I listen to you, bro? You talking about raise a better you. Is this how you raise better children, bro? This is the product that you're putting out into society? Now let's get into the psychology of the child now, man. Right? We know Keenan as the one for assaulting two staff members at whatever facility he was at, and he ran away. You know what I mean? So he was pretty much a fugitive from the law. And hearing about his past, it completely makes sense as to why he reacted that way. The only way he knows how to react now is through violence. He's seen his father react that way, and his father never do any serious time. He's like, oh shit, maybe this is the way I do communicate to people. Maybe this is the right way to communicate to people. Maybe I don't have to use my words. I'll just use my hands and feet. Like, we could sit here and crack jokes about him being a fugitive and, yo, what's going on? How come he's not locked up? We could do that. We can do that. We can sit there and crack these jokes, but at the end of the day, that kid been through a lot. That young brother has been through a lot because of his father. Now he's walking around ready to break the bricks out of the world because that's the only way he knows how to communicate. All he's ever seen is violence towards other people, violence towards him from his own father. Not condoning his behavior at all, not condoning the child's behavior at all, but I could see why he acts the way he do. I'm not here to drag him. I don't need to drag that young man. He ain't on here. He's not the one on here acting like the moral compass. It's Toronto that's acting like the moral compass. It's Tojo the bozo acting like he can sit up here and try to trigger everyone that he feels like triggering. I don't even have to go at his supporters anymore. At this point, if you are over there supporting this man, you are making yourself look crazy. At this point, if you're supporting that man, you are making yourself look nuts. Especially with, like I said, all you have to do is type in hashtag Moorish World TV or hashtag Taharka Bay. And you will get everything you need to know. At this point, we don't even have to sit up here for 2-3 hours anymore. It's like, oh shit, we got something new. Let's show the people what we got. I'm not holding on to it. Especially if it's redacted, especially if I could show y'all the document for a minute and just have a conversation with you. Show you like, yeah, look. You know, Toronto, being responsible, Keenan, we know these names. We've seen their names before on documentations. But Tojo struck it down. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't lying to you, and we can't make this up. Case numbers. We can't make this shit up. Trust me, I don't have time. Research Ninja ain't got time. Jay Dizzle don't got time. These are real documents, okay? We just wanted to show you or anyone who may think that, hey, he is acting funny about this why. Let's go see what else we can find. Here you go. You got plenty. Like I said, hashtag Taharka Bay, hashtag Moorish World TV. Fuck all that propaganda that's on his channel. Find out what's really going on with him. And then you'll see why he's projecting so hard. It's either someone sent him or he's just a bozo trying to get petty cash from donations and viewers. But I don't think he's getting money from YouTube like that. Let's keep it 100. If you're buying viewers, you're giving YouTube money. They're not giving you money. Believe that. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, this ain't going to be a super, super long stream, man. And it's Easter Sunday for those of y'all who celebrate. And for those of y'all who don't, it's a nice Sunday out here. It's a little chilly in New York, but the sun is out. The blue skies is out. We got clouds and all that. I ain't going to sit up here forever. I just wanted to go through the document nice and slow. You know what I'm saying? If you're just getting here, just rewind it. This is all. I'm going to keep this under an hour, yo. Like, there's really no point in extending this. I don't want to sit here and continue to kick, beat down, and shoot a dead horse. But trust and believe when we get more information, it's going to get out there. The Research Ninja, Jay Dizzle, and myself will get the information out there. We tired of this dude, man. We tired of this dude. And like I said, at this given point, we don't even have to talk about his supporters. His supporters are making themselves look crazy. Some of them are probably sitting back watching right now. Like, yo, what the fuck, yo? How do we support someone like this? At least I hope that's what they're saying. I hope that's what they're saying. I hope that's what they're saying. I hope they're saying, man, we may have to check Taharka on a few things. We need some answers. For you know what? Real shit. If you are in the clouds, in the bushes right now, watching this, and you support Taharka, ask Taharka, yo, what's going on with this why, brother? Can you show us the documents? We just want to see if the documents that they have is fake or not. You can tell him he could use my video. Tell him to use my fucking video where I'm showing the documents. Tell him to use my video. And see if I have a doctor document or if I can't fucking read. Tell him where I misread it at. Tell him where I couldn't comprehend what the document was saying. Show me. And trust me, we can do videos back and forth about that document all day. Because eventually, like I said, for you to keep putting that energy out there into that, I'm going to find out what that why is about. We going to find out what that why is about. Because I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm not one of those guys. I get it out. Granted, this took me a while. I apologize. It's kind of hard for me to live stream during the week. But once I had time, like this lovely Sunday morning, I got it to y'all. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. You enjoy the rest of y'all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go outside, walk my dog, and get some fresh air. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, man. Peace.